Thinking of moving to Petaluma, California? It's charming, it's historic, but is it the right place for you? Now, before you decide to pack your bags and move over here, let's look at the pros and cons of living here in Petaluma and make sure to stay till the end so that I can tell you why it's my dream town. I'm Nadia Alrawi, and I help buyers and sellers relocate to and from Sonoma County. And if you're interested in more content on Sonoma County, please feel free to subscribe, comment, and like. Now let's dive in. Let's start with one of the biggest drawbacks of living here in Petaluma, and those are the home prices. Petaluma is amazing, but it's not cheap. The average home price here in Petaluma right now, 2025, is $930,000 versus the Sonoma County average of $800,000. You also need to take the property taxes into consideration. Obviously, California has a lot higher property taxes than the average of the US in total. This also goes for the overall cost of living here in Sonoma County, such as groceries, gas, and everyday expenses. Would this be a deal breaker for you? Let me know in the comments. But with those prices, you're also getting amazing character homes and a vibrant historic downtown. If you love walkability, charming coffee shops, and a tight-knit community, this could be worth it. Some mentionable restaurants are Cucina Paradiso. Oh my God, my husband wants to go there all the time, Italian of course. And then there's also the Wild Goat Bistro. The Wild Goat Bistro have some really good fancy pizzas. And then there's also the Petaluma Coffee and Tea Company. Next up is the traffic. If you commute to San Francisco or even other parts of Sonoma County, Highway 101 can be brutal, especially during rush hour. It's not LA traffic by any means, and perhaps they will finish that 101 expansion in my lifetime. But traffic here is not fun if you have to commute to the city. This may be a moot point if you're having to commute to Santa Rosa or further north, since it is the reverse commute, but the majority of people that live in Petaluma do either stay in Petaluma or have to commute down south. Thank goodness we do have the SMART train now that will take you all the way down to the ferry if you're working in San Francisco. I just don't know how much I would really enjoy going down to the ferry, then having to take the ferry, and then depending on where you work in San Francisco, you might have to take public transportation to your work. Would you be okay with those long, foggy winters? Or do you need sunshine all year round? Let me know in the comments below. Because what you need to know up here in Northern California is we definitely don't have those Southern California winters. They can be rainy and foggy, especially in a town like Petaluma. Now I will say, all the fog and rain will keep our beautiful rolling hills nice and green in the springtime. If you're big into the nightlife scene, Petaluma honestly might not be for you. Even though there's a lot of local restaurants and bars, things close down pretty early here, so you might want to consider places like Santa Rosa or of course San Francisco. Yeah, Santa Rosa isn't that great either, but if you're in Petaluma, at least you're closer to the city. One thing that people do love about Petaluma is the sense of community. You'll find some awesome events here, such as the Butter Egg Parade, the local fair, and local farmer markets. I will tell you though, I did drive through downtown during one of those events, and it was not fun. But if you're a fan of community events and community fairs, especially ones that take tradition into consideration, Petaluma might really be for you. Even the Sonoma Marin Fair, which takes place on the Petaluma Fairgrounds, illustrates the small town feel of our county with its livestock and sheepdog exhibitions. On a side note, I did talk about the weather, and when we started filming, it was sunny and hot, and check it out now. Now here's the one thing that makes Petaluma my all-time favorite, and it's something that most people don't even know exists here. Petaluma has not one, not two, but 3 outrigger canoe clubs, Lokahi being my all-time favorite. So if you're someone that enjoys the water and being active, you really need to come check it out. The club is not just about being active, it's also about being part of an incredible community. If you are interested in the Lokahi Outrigger Club, they do meet Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays, but the river offers opportunity for paddleboarding, boating, fishing. You can also canoe right out to the downtown Petaluma area, step out for lunch, and head back on your kayak or canoe. Oh, and while you're out at the marina, don't forget to stop by the Almond Marsh and go for a walk there. The views are stunning. I want to note that as we were interviewing people for this video, we were trying to find someone to tell us something negative about Petaluma. And despite the cons that I did mention here in this video, I really didn't find anyone that had anything bad to say about it. And that includes the schools.
Hi, we're from Ireland and we're visiting friends and family in Petaluma. We've come a couple of times over the last 20 years and we really love here. We love the whole country and we think it's lovely.
Well, I just moved to Petaluma and I love it. I can walk everywhere. There's shops and there's cafes, and I haven't sampled them all yet. Copperfield's bookstore, lots of restaurants.
So is Petaluma for you? Let me know in the comments below, and if you're thinking of relocating here, I would love to help. Please like and subscribe if you want to get more local insights. Until the next video.